wanted to spend a little bit of time with you today. As you can see, there is a lot of mess happening right now. Oh my goodness. The whole boat is, everything is out. And we are getting ready to go away again. I'm just gonna be waiting for a few more people to join me on this live session. Um, and the confession starts. Yes, I do have to share a few things with you. Um, I was supposed to be uh, releasing a new episode today. Ricky and I were supposed to be releasing a new episode, and it's not happening. And I'll explain to you in a little minute as to why. Um, Cecilia, are you online? Are you there? Happy Easter. What are you up to today? Chat in the comments. I've got better lighting now. I can see you. I'm not so much in the sun as I was last time. But today I am going to show you what happens behind the scenes when you're actually packing and unpacking the boat. It is insane what goes on in the process. That's our new hookah system. That's our spare fridge. You'll see our diving gear, our tackle. I'll give you a walkthrough. I'll do a walkthrough with you. Hey Donna, nice to see you. Happy Easter to you. Nice to see you online. I wasn't sure how many people were going to be online today, seeing that everyone must be so busy with Easter. What are you up to today? Are you going away? Are you staying at home? Let us know in the comments. We weren't meaning to be here at all. We were meaning to be away, but the weather decided it for us what we were doing this weekend. And so I just wanted to share what happened. I was supposed to be uh, releasing a new episode today. It didn't happen. I'll tell you why in a minute. But last night as well, as we had a massive rain, and before that, we also had a massive leak in the boat. You're just staying at home. Oh, that's so good. If you've gone fishing yesterday, Donna, we have been homebound since Wednesday last week. We traveled back from the islands, from the Montebello Islands on Wednesday. That was the only good day to travel back because you don't want to be traveling back in really, really bad weather. That was about 120 kilometers offshore. And so unfortunately, no fishing Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh my gosh, that's the longest time with no fishing. I wanted to show you what happened when there was a water leak on board. First, it's this tiny little space. I'll show you. And if there's any plumbers out there or anyone who knows about these things, we are years. So, are you ready? Have a look. Oh, hiya. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining our live. Look at the mess we're trying to unpack and repack for another trip. Have a look, okay? So this saltwater pump cocked it in the middle of the ocean last week. It's that one. And to replace one is about $400. So can you imagine? Good morning, Gwen. Good. Fantastic. Um, so there's a little bit of damage on the boat. So Ricky's fixed that. Then in our dry water well, my gosh, you can see the floor is full of water. That was just from last night's. That's just from this morning's rain. Donna, we had a massive rain. And here on the other side too. That is so not very good. I'm actually quite scared what would have happened at the front. Oh, I think it looks like that Ricky's already seen it. Oh, there you go. There's a towel there. And I bet water's gone through. This is where our all of our bedding gear is in there. Oh my goodness, can you see? That is so not very good. If Ricky's put a towel there, I wonder if all of our camping gear is actually wet. We had this massive rain this morning. Oh my goodness, and you can see the clouds over there. It's gonna be rain again, I think, in a minute. Oh my gosh, that's a big system. That's a very, very big system behind it over there. So, yep. Our downstairs, that's good. It's just had a nice wash. um, wow. And then there's water over here on the floor. That's not good. Let's just have a look at the bathroom and toilet. Yeah, there's a bit of water that's come through. For those that haven't seen our boat, we did a full walkthrough of our boat in episode 17. And in a more later episode, I think that would have been episode 46, we showed our boat modifications. But have a look. This is my dream feature in our boat, is my shower hallway. I know it's a then packing, repacking, but I could virtually, if you can you see? I can actually stand up, or actually Ricky can stand up. It is fairly big. I'll show you. So those that have see, it is still do. Oh no, it's not. So, oh my goodness. It's oh yes it is. Oh fantastic. Sometimes the clock just sort of stops and then it restarts again. Okay, I think it is still, I can still see you. Please say hi, and then I know that you're still there and I know who's still online. This thing doesn't tell me who's here and who's not. um, but oh hi, I hope you're still there. Nguyen and Donna, I hope you're all still there. And Maria, I know. If I haven't said hello to you yet, please just type a thumbs up button or something, and then at least I know that you're there. Okay, so have a look at what got wet in our boat. It is incredible. All of our food stuff. Hi, Maria. Okay, now you can see. We had a massive rain last night, this morning, and look, it's actually all wet. And then we had two pipes that burst, a saltwater pump that was at sea, and then the freshwater pump. And have a look. So we had to empty all of our food container, our food cabinet, right? And it's now all just sitting here, right? And look at, this is what Ricky cooks with. You can tell what is Australian red split lentils is his favorite. Panko breadcrumbs. Oh my goodness. Oh, of course, his best mate, a sushi and sashimi soy sauce. I don't know what's inside these packets because all of the packets got wet. So it will be like a surprise shape. What shape is this sort of thing? And there's quite a few. The packets all got wet. And this is funny. Have a look at this one. Okay, here, look at that. Wasabi panko. This is what we go away with. Udon, wok ready noodles. This is what we go away with. We got chili, crab, stir fry sauce. We have, thin egg noodles. Wow, that is still dry. The other packet became wet noodles. Oh, that's not very healthy. We've got thins, we've got wraps. We have saladas now in plastic. I don't like plastic, by the way, very much. And look at this one. Who brings sour pickled green mustard on board the boat? Hey, that's Ricky for you. He loves it. And so our Auntie Christina cooked one of these for him one day, and then now he's hooked. But guess what? So I'll show you a little bit. This is funny. This is his tackle, right? You can see the tackle there. Okay. And that's his tackle collection, right? And that's what we go away with. All of my food containers are now tackle holders. We've got some lures in here, still in packets. I think they're mostly xeric prawns that we usually use for barra fishing. We're not barra fishing at the Montebello Islands. So this is his tackle boxes, right? But have a look. This cupboard was meant to hold tackle. Do you know what it's used for? Give me a guess at what it's used for. Please write it in the comments. These tackle holder, they're supposedly trays of tackle that fit nicely like that. And so you can just sort of pull them out and then choose what fishing lure you're going to be using. Just guess what it's used for. I'd love to know what you think it is. It would be so funny to know. So I was supposed to release a video today. Before I tell you what Ricky uses it for, I'd love for you to guess. Please write in the comments. I was supposed to release an episode today, and I did the most dreaded thing, I suppose. Anyone dealing with photos, videos, and media. I format all of the tiny little SD cards as soon as I've downloaded them. And I've been doing that for 1.5 years, for as long as we've had the channel. And I just bought this new drive, and I was working on this new drive. I was half an hour from finishing the next episode that I was supposed to be releasing this morning. I can't release anything because the next episode that I'm working on, and you know that, right? Ricky and I edit our own episodes. So all of the episodes on our channel, if you haven't watched it yet, please appreciate the work that goes into it. We film it ourselves, we go to the places, then when we get back, we edit it ourselves. Ricky had just helped me edit the latest episode. He's actually learned how to use the buttons on Final Cut Pro. And it's just me teaching him. I don't know a lot, but enough to release the videos that you've been watching so far. It broke my heart when there was a power surge in the caravan and everything went dead. With this external hard drive. I was using an external hard drive that had to rely on power because my files were getting too big, and I wanted to save everything. So much so that I wanted to save everything, I had to get a bigger and a bigger and a bigger hard drive. I used to just have one of those WD portable external drives that was just 2 terabytes, and I went from 2 terabytes to 2 terabytes to 4 to 4, 5, and then I went to 12. Unfortunately, the 12 terabyte one needed a power source. When the power source died 1.5 weeks ago, I couldn't read the files anymore. And so Kaifone at the Karatha Shopping Center had a look at it when we got back last week on Thursday, and he says it's promising he could recover some files. Yesterday he said that he could only see about 4 terabytes of files, but it wasn't ready. So it's not going to be ready until Tuesday for me to pick up, for me to finish it off. Anyway, the most dreaded thing that you can ever do is not have a backup. I had to do self-therapy, a lot of self-therapy. I had to focus on what I could do from now onwards. I've lost the file. What do? I can't recreate those moments. And I was very upset. Sometimes I still get a little bit upset when I think about what I've just done, because I had so much trust on the one backup, and you never ever do that, right? Uh, so I had to reconfigure how I do things. And so with the next episodes from here onwards, is that I've got my copy onto a new drive, and then I've got my backup copy on the original SD drive. So now, unfortunately for me, I've got to tab all of my SD cards, because I think it's probably one of the more affordable ways of um, having a backup, is to have two copies of everything. Um, and then once we've released an episode, Ricky wants me to delete all of the files. Oh my goodness, how does that? I mean, it's true what he says, right? After I've produced an episode, well, I don't need it anymore. So why am I keeping everything? Why are you keeping things, that you're not going to use, just with the fact that maybe you'll be using it? Is that why you would keep it? I don't know. I don't want to hoard things, and I'm trying to figure out, is there a benefit of holding on to a lot of the things that you might not use anyway in the future, but you're still holding on to them. My sister Cecilia, she's online. You're much better than I am with just getting rid of things that you know that you're not going to use, or that somebody else is going to use. I want to change my belief, and I also want to think that perhaps I could be that person and just detach and say, well, I'm not going to use that, and I'll say goodbye to that. Somebody else can use that, and so forth. It's a little bit different, I know, with the videos that we're taking and the photos and all of that memories. And I know that Ricky keeps saying to me that when we go through the videos, some are just not good enough that will make it into the final edit of each episode we produce, but some are classic because they're so long and I've cut them into tiny little pieces. But the whole segment is still there, and I have kept everything on from all of the episodes so far in individual external hard drives. I don't know. Cecilia's laughing because she knows she's so much better at a lot of things actually than I am. I have to learn a lot from my youngest sister. Why not? I can learn a lot from all of you too. So please drop it in the comments. How do you do it? How do you just do a declutter? Ricky's very good. So much so that a lot of the things I want to keep, we don't end up keeping because he's already gotten rid of it. It's probably good for my soul too, right? And as you know, I mean, I teach this to my patients that, holding on to things is not very good. I just have to practice it myself. Don't tell anyone. And you do know that, don't you? You have people telling you what they think you should be doing, but really they need to practice it themselves. Oh well, we're all just humans. So if you wanted to guess, and I wanted you to guess, I really want you to guess, Cecilia. Ohaya, are you still there? Nguyen, are you still there? Donna, please have a guess. These fishing tackle compartments, what are they used for? What is Ricky using them for? This is just all of the food in our food compartment area that just got wet. And so we're just doing a declutter. I want you to see. Okay. All right. I can't deal with it. I can't wait for your answers. I just have to show you, okay? To show you. Ta-da! Fried shallots, turmeric powder, fried garlic. This is Ricky's tackle compartment. Salt. We've got cumin seeds. We've got mustard seeds. This is Ricky's. Oh my gosh. I don't like this very much, but it's there. King's traditional curry. Garam masala. This is Ricky's tackle box compartment. Sesame seeds. And watch out. Look at what's in the next one. Fish blend. I can't even read this. When is this in your soybean with ginger sauce, apparently? Look at that. Sesame oil, sweet soy sauce, tomato sauce is there. Oh, seasoning and packets of spices. Food, yes, exactly. Food and spices. Spices container. Sauce and spices container. It is incredible. It really goes to show our priority, right, is not fishing tackle. That had got relegated to the bottom drawers, and it's now sauces. That was funny for me anyway. I thought that was very, very funny. So what is everyone up to this weekend? I hope you have a much more relaxing weekend than what we've had. We've had a relaxing weekend, by the way, but it gets so very hot in Carafa. So during the day, you can't actually do any work on the boat. We do have this most amazing family. I wanted to share this with you too. Cecilia, if you're listening, this family has just been so magnificent. They're next door to Kevin and Lan's house, right? And they have allowed us to park our boat whilst they're on holidays. And so I am in the shade. Our car is in the shade. Right? And I nearly cried the other day. Can I show you why? Can I show you why I nearly cried the other day? Let me show you why. I'm just gonna get out of the boat. That's, yep, the size, oversized boat. No, this is not Leanne's carport. That's Leanne's carport next door over there. And look, and our caravan is there. And that's Kevin's boat over there, if you can see. Yeah. And so this is the neighbor's carport. Can you imagine it? The neighbor has been such amazing people. Well, actually, I wanted to say, everyone in Carafa so far, wow, you all rock. See, can you imagine it? At the shopping center outside the dive shop, the fishing and tackle shop yesterday, we got into the car and we were just about to pull out of the car park, and then this little kid, and he probably had about probably three siblings and his mom and dad, and he just started waving at me and Ricky, and then all of a sudden all of his family members were waving. And then I was at Harvey Norman the other day, and I was at the front counter. I was laughing at the person serving me, because he said, why are you getting a 20 terabyte external hard drive? And I said, well, it's for the files that I am dealing with and so forth. And then there's this guy with a Kiwi accent and just says, hey, I love watching your videos. So, oh my goodness, like people come up to you and actually are so, so very nice. But back to Justine and Rhett. This is their house. They're allowing us to use their carport because they're on holidays. And this is one of the most touching things that made me cry. I know. I cry when I feel like it. Is that good? Okay, so on episode 40, Cecilia, is it episode 46, when we showed you how we towed our boat from Darwin to Carafa, this tinny that we have actually was at the back of the boat, and we usually have to just take it off in the water and then put it back on at the back of the boat. But because we haven't needed to use the tinny at the Montebello Islands, we've had to leave it behind. And now When you leave a boat behind, a small tinny behind, and it doesn't come with a trailer, well, it's very hard to actually use it without a trailer. Um, so when we got back, can you imagine what Rhett next door has done with Kevin? Kevin sourced this trailer at the tip for $50. Rhett next door had to, I don't know, do what he had to do because it wasn't perfect. But they all made it go together. You can see it's already been used the other day. And now it sits on its own trailer. They even got it registered. I mean, this is just incredible. How do you find people who will just take initiative and do things for you just like that? So Ricky and I got home and we found this tinny was already on a trailer. I mean, amazing stuff. And now we can have more wild ventures in Carafa because it's now sitting on a trailer. Because, I mean, we can't take that hooked on with us everywhere. It's not appropriate. And so if now we can take this down, maybe to go crabbing and so forth, you know, catch some mud crabs. I'd love to catch some mud crabs. Okay, let me just see what did, just stay out of the sun quickly. You ever had, what is bofa? Oopsie. Cecilia, cheaper than the hard drive. Yeah. What is bofa des nuts? What does that mean? Cecilia, can you please fam, can you please explain? I don't get that part. Please explain what you're saying. So we are going to, yes, oh, you mean the trailer's cheaper than the hard drive? That's right. I see now. But who does these things like this? Do you know? Right? I mean, who does these things like that? I mean, only nice people. Zaki, if you're online, that's great. I can see your messages. Thank you so much. But that's been fantastic. So I wanted to share the amazing neighbors that Ricky's sister lives with. This is the quietest that it's ever been on the street. Usually after school, all of this is actually littered and full of kids, and it's so interesting. It takes me back home to when we were growing up in the Philippines, and we had all tell him that I'm going live with you. Um, Actually, Cecilia, you've missed it. There is a huge system. Can you see the sky? Can you see the sky? There was a huge rain here this morning. Super massive rain over there. I'm lifting my phone so you can see there. So I think we have a low. So we're gonna get more rain today. We're gonna get more rain today. Yeah. Well, at the boat ramp, apparently there were like 27 boats and cars headed out to the Montebello Islands where we were, and there was probably only one or two other boats when we went there, you know, so that's a lot. That's a lot of boats. When you drive onto this neighborhood, every other house has got a boat, and some houses have even got two boats. I have never seen such number of boats on the road, in the neighborhood, used or not being used. Carafa is an incredible place. I think my sister-in-law is just looking for me because was Ricky calling? Yeah, I'm on live. Is he watching? Oh, he's at McDonald's. I thought he was cooking freaking breakfast this morning. Oh, I would love what is the healthiest one? What is the healthiest option at McDonald's? Oh my goodness, Cecilia. I thought Ricky was gonna cook us some bacon and eggs. Dayla's, yeah, you can just wake Dayla up. Yeah, Dayla would be happy. Oh, the mom will tell you, Cecilia, what does Dayla have for breakfast? We're letting Dayla sleep. Oh my goodness me. No, so it's been an incredible time. Let me see if I can get back onto the boat and just show you how big the system is. So it is actually the coolest day today because it is, it looks like as if it is going to be huge rains. Yes, right. This is it. We're just waiting to go again. It looks like that we might be able to go on Tuesday or Wednesday, and then the weather looks like as if it will permit us to go. Um, if you haven't subscribed yet, do and catch up on all of our videos. And it's about, what is it about? Enjoying ourselves in the outdoors. It's going to be amazing. So yes, we are getting ready for another trip. And we hope that you can join us in all of those times. If you haven't seen our episodes, do. It's great for you to catch up because guess what? I can't produce one today because, as I told you, yeah, my hard drive failed. I failed my files. That's been a fantastic system. That's our guide dive gear, and that's our newest hookah. That's fantastic. Look at that. That is a beast, isn't it? I forgot to tell you. I am so excited. The dives that we've had at the islands have been incredible. So I can't wait to show you what the dives are at the Montebello Islands. It's been fantastic. Okay, I'll just show you quickly if I go up here at the higher part of the boat. There's gonna be a big rain system that's, look at that. That is incredible, isn't it? Yeah. So it's actually so very nice and cool. I was thinking of there's a hill you can see just behind people's houses. I usually walk that every other morning. Can you see? Yep, just there you can see there's hills there. You can hike it, you can walk up to it. There's a sort of a path, a rocky path. But with the rain, I'm not sure if some of the rocks would have been washed through. But anyway, this is our Easter Sunday in Karratha, Western Australia. I hope that you are having a very relaxing time yourselves. We are grappling with unexpected showers. Ricky's got to drain that and put hook the trailer up onto the back of the car and then drive off. I hope you're having a relaxing day today. Happy Easter, everyone, indeed. Yeah. Please leave us some comments and some messages and let us know where you're connecting from so we know what we can talk about. And we are traveling the world. We'd love to be where you are and experience some wild ventures there too. So, Cecilia, are you going to... Ah, fantastic! Oh, can I tell you? This is the first time ever that I also slept in. almost never sleep in. And when it's holidays or on the weekends, it's actually the time that I'm up even earlier. And today, because of the massive rain, instead of walking up to the hills that I was going to do, I thought I'd sleep in. I thought I deserve some rest and some peace, right? So it's such a nice feeling when all of a sudden you just look after yourself and you just listen to your body and you just say, hey, I really need this today. I released all of the guilt of staying in bed because I wanted to walk up that hill and do a live whilst up walking the hill, but because of the rain, the downpour of rain, it actually signaled to me that walking up a hill where it's all rocky and some of the rocks may have been washed out is probably not a very good idea. And so I decided to just be on the boat instead and do a live with you and say hello to everyone and spend some time with you. So I think yeah, I think it's good to listen to the body. I mean, we listen um, to everyone else, you know, and when the body needs to heal, when the body needs to recover, or the body needs to do some work, it happens too, right? And so, no, it's. I think it's a great idea to also look after yourself because we look after everyone else most of the time already, right? And so, yeah, how can we look after everyone else if we don't look after ourselves first? I think that's number one. And so, yeah, I had to quieten this and I just had to tell that inner voice that it's okay to rest today. And so, yes, and then when I woke up, I also thought I should be drinking apple cider vinegar with water. I didn't listen to that inner voice. I went straight for coffee, and now I'm feeling a bit dehydrated. So I should have listened to that inner voice instead. So I'm gonna down 2 glasses of water, I think, after this live. But it's actually one of the nicest weather we've had in Karratha. It has been so hot, even hotter than Darwin. I don't know if that's possible because we live in Darwin, but it's been hotter than Darwin. But today is beautiful. Nice big shower this morning. It looks like that it might still shower. I'll look at the weather. Um, but I am hoping that if and when we are back at the islands, I would love for you to join me when I do another live at the islands, just in time before I could release another video. So, oh my goodness, I don't want to take up too much of everyone's time, but if you've got any comments, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please go through our episodes on our channel. We have lots of outdoor stuff to share with you. Oh my gosh, look at this! Look at this! That's so cool! Wow, did you see that? Wow. Mom and daughter on those things. That's fantastic, isn't it? Yeah. Hi. Hi, amazing. How are you? Have you changed your handle? You sound amazing and you seem to be still the same amazing person. Hello, Miss Nicola! Because seeing it's Easter, that most of you would be outside and not in front of the television or of your devices. But Nicola, you've got to see and watch what I've just confessed. I lost some files. I was supposed to release an episode this morning and I could not. So I'm working on the next episode and I am hoping that the last episode is still recoverable. The files are. Kai Phone from the Karratha Shopping Center is going to give me a copy of whatever it is that you can retrieve on Tuesday. Jordan has been so good and so helpful. And that is why I am doing a live because Ricky was so very upset that I formatted my secondary copies of those files a bit too soon. So I am changing my ways. So I have got a better plan. of having access to 2 copies of the file prior to me releasing an episode. And so I have learned a lot from this experience, and what it's forced me to do is do a live because I can still engage and connect with all of you. That's right. We've had two water pipes bursting, Nicola, on our boat. And for those who have just tuned in, the saltwater pump cocked it. And so I thought I was going to have to spend $400 at the shop the other day and buy a new saltwater pump. Thankfully, $2 later, we found some parts that wasn't the same make, but still, still work and still actually fix the pump. So the pump is back in action. Then just when the saltwater pump got fixed, the freshwater pump also died. And so it flooded our whole food storage system. So the food storage system, Nicola, if you've missed it, and for those that have just tuned in, I wanted to show you. This is our food when we go away, because all of the paper packets are gone. We now have packets of food we don't know what's inside. So it's sort of like a lucky dip. What are you eating next? We don't know. We can sort of feel what's inside it. We don't know what type, flavor, shape it is, but it's going to be so incredible. We don't know what we're having. But have a look at Ricky's stuff. Huh? Okay, I'll show you again. I showed it at the start. Red lentils, panko breadcrumbs, egg noodles, more noodles, chili crab stir fry sauce. That's what he's got.